Hello, my name is Gary Carson. I'm a student physical therapist assistant at CBD College, and today I'll be demonstrating a rehab plan for Jamaal, who has recently undergone an Achilles tendon repair. And we'll cover a sequence of exercises, criteria for progression, precautions, and additional strategies to help Jamaal return to playing tennis. Let's go. So for the first question, which is going to be pretty much demonstration and explaining the exercises. So exercise sequence and criteria for progression. We have three phases. So phase one would be initial rehab from week 2 to week 6. Second phase, it's an intermediate rehab from week 6 to 12. And the final phase that I put, it's going to be advanced rehab from weeks 12 to 24. Okay, let's start from phase one, initial rehab. And we're going to be performing some movements with ankle. So here we go. First movement that we're going to be performing called dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So in the sitting position with the knee extended, we need to gently move the ankle up and down within pain tolerance. So we're moving up and moving down. We're moving up and moving down. We need to do 10 reps 3 times a day. The other one is pretty similar, but we're moving actually in a different direction. So it's going to be inversion and eversion. So again, we're moving inversion inside, like towards the body center, and we're moving out. So we can have it like first in a neutral. We don't need to plantar flex or dorsiflex. We gotta have it in a neutral. So, and we will move foot inward and outward. We need to do each movement 10 reps and 3 times a day. Okay, our next exercise is a towel stretch of the calf muscles. So what we're gonna do, we have our towel, like roll towel, placed under your hamstrings right here. So it's gonna actually help you isolate these muscles. So, and then we're gonna have a loop towel around the foot. Okay. So, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna gently pull to stretch the calf muscles, very gently. And we're gonna hold at the position of dorsiflexion for about 10 seconds, very, very gently. And then we release this. We need to have like 10 repetitions max. Even for beginning, it might be 5 repetitions will be okay. And we're gonna have that doing maybe 3 times a day. Our next exercise would be isometric exercise. So what we're gonna do the first is gonna be isometric plantar flexion. Pretty much we need to press the toes into the ground without moving the ankle. So it's really hard to see on the video, but you need to press the toes into the ground. So pressing that, you can see the calf muscles are contracting. But you need to be easy on it. You cannot press like really hard. You just need to press. So when you just start feeling the contraction of your gastrocnemius. And the other one is going to be isometric dorsiflexion. So right here we have to help ourselves pulling the toes towards the shin. So we just it's The ankle is on the ground, and we just pull in our toes towards shin without moving the ankle. That's for isometric dorsiflexion. In both movements of isometric contractions exercises, we have to hold again 5 to 10 seconds 3 times a day. The criteria for progression would be, first of all, ability to perform exercises with proper form. Secondly, very important, should be pain-free range of motion exercises. And the third thing should be no increase in swelling or pain after exercises. Phase 2, it's an intermediate rehab, week 6 to 12. We are going to perform TheraBand exercises, some balance exercises. So for the TheraBand exercises, we will have a resisted plantarflexion, resisted dorsiflexion, resisted inversion and eversion, also seated heel raises. So let's go one by one. So starting from TheraBand exercises, we're going to start from resisted plantarflexion. We're going to use a resistant band to push the foot down, and it's going to be looking exactly like this. So we take in some resistance up, and with our ankle pushing down motions, we have to perform from 8 to 12 repetitions. Yeah, we're going to do it slowly. And we are going to do 3 to 4 times a day. Resisted dorsiflexion. We're going to use again resisted band to pull the foot up. So actually we can see we just made a loop of the resistant band, and now we're going up right here, and we can already feel there's a resistance right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull up. This is for dorsiflexion, resistant dorsiflexion. We're going to be doing from 8 to 12 repetitions and 3 to 4 times daily. Resisted inversion and eversion. So for now, we will be doing eversion movements again with the resistant band. So we're gonna have our right leg, the strong leg, no problem leg, with the loop going, having some resistance. And with this ankle, we are going to perform the movement eversion. We're doing like eversion, like we put in our foot like towards out. We need to really control not dropping the foot. Maybe you just noticed I did like a little bit like this, so we cannot do actually that one. If we're doing that, that means the exercise is not right. We just need to make it closer, so you could just do less resistant. You can see. Yeah, we could just pull it a little bit up. Okay. So again, 8 to 12 repetitions, 3-4 times daily. Inversion would be the next one, which is we pretty much doing the same but in the opposite way. So again, like this, 8 to 12 times, and 8 to 12 repetitions and 4 times daily. One more exercise which need to be performed seated, called seated heel raises. Pretty much we're sitting and we're raising our heel up and down, up and down, up and down. We're doing 10 times, 3 to 4 repetitions daily, pretty much. So one of our balance exercises would be single leg stance, and we would be performing it pretty much having some support. But for now, it's going to be our desk. It's pretty good, and what we're gonna do, we're just gonna on our leg, we're just gonna stand on one leg. We try not to lean too much on our hand, and pretty much we're just standing as much as we can, as much as we can. Don't need to overdo it. Just do this exercise maybe 5 times a day. Should be fine. So for the second phase, the criteria of for progressions would be ability to perform therapy and exercises with moderate resistance. Second thing would be improved balance and stability on the injured leg. And third thing, very important also, it's pain-free during and after exercises. So we move to phase 3, advanced rehab, which is weeks 12 to 24. We're gonna have some dynamic balance exercises, some regular exercises, proprioceptive exercises. Here we go. First exercise would be standing heel raises. We're gonna have again the support, and we right now we are standing, we're not sitting. Okay. And what we're gonna do, heel raises, standing. We need to do as much as we can. Just try not to overdo it. Pretty much we're gonna do 3-4 times daily. Our next exercise would be eccentric calf raises. What we're gonna do, we need to stand on a step with 2 legs, and we're gonna perform a raise on both toes, and slowly we need to lower the injured heel below the step level, which would look like this. And then going up again, going low and going up. We need to perform 3 sets of 10 for this exercise. Our next exercise, which will be dynamic balance exercise, is called single stance with movement. So basically it's very similar to the one we did before. Single stance, single leg stance, and actually we're gonna be doing, for example, arm movements at the same time, trying to maintain the balance, hold the balance, or we can do like half squats, slide squats, I would say. So we'll try how it's gonna look. So basically, so as you can see right here, we are going to stand on our affected left leg. So one leg, and for example, we do some squats, like a slide squats. And we actually feeling tension everywhere on the leg. And this will help us to keep our balance, to progress it. Just, we can do some hand movements, something. So we try and kind of take out of the balance, but as you can see, it's happening. At the same time, our leg is going more and more stiff, and we start losing the balance. So we cannot hold it for a long time. We need to do to have probably 10 to 15 seconds, maybe even more. It's as tolerated by the patient. Try to hold that balance, um, maybe 3 or 4 times a day. That would be good. Our proprioception exercise, whether the balance board or foam. So, what we need to do, we need to try to stand on a foam. For now, I have just foam. So I'm going to be showing the foam pad, and we're going to be doing standing on it, trying to improve our proprioception. So we're going to be balancing on it. Let's see. This is what I'm talking about. All right. We'll do this up to 5 times a day. It will help us to keep our balance, proprioception. Our criteria for progression would be, of course, full range of motion without any pain, improved calf strength and endurance, also ability to perform dynamic balance exercises confidently. Really important criteria we need to consider. So for our precautions, we need to avoid high impact activities and sudden movements initially. Gradually increase the intensity and complexity of exercises and monitor of signs of overuse, such as increased pain, swelling, or stiffness. Also, ensure proper footwear to provide support and prevent re-injury. Uh, Also, I could say that we have to maintain our compliance uh, with the orthosis use as prescribed. For the additional interventions strategies to completely return to tennis, I can recommend plyometric exercises. Pretty much incorporate low impact plyometric exercises such as jumping drills to prepare for the demands of tennis. Pretty much is a gentle hopping in a place. Also, I recommend sport specific drills, gradually reintroduce tennis specific movements such as shuffles, lateral shuffles, forward and backward running, and quick changes in direction. Um, Also, agility training, so like agility ladders, cones, uh, and hurdle drills to enhance agility and coordination. Another thing, some endurance training for improvement our cardiovascular endurance through low impact activities like cycling or swimming, uh, anything like would like really train your endurance. And strengthening program is focused on strengthening the entire lower extremity, including the hips, quadriceps, hamstrings, and core. The last one I would recommend for would be gradual return to play. Of course, it's gonna be start with light tennis practice sessions and focusing on footwork and gradually increasing the intensity and duration. It's very important doing it everything gradually to not have your tendon damaged again. So at the conclusion, I want to say that by following this structures rehabilitation plan, Jamaal will progressively restore function, strength and agility in his injured ankle, ultimately enabling him to return to his favorite sport, tennis, safely. Remember, the keys is to progress gradually and listen to your body to avoid setbacks. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and everything what I have said, I have performed was accurate enough. And of course, you have a great day.